Dear viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Libra and it's for right now. And this is a timeless reading. You can click on it anytime. It will give you two incredible messages, two very important messages for all Libra to know right now. Each message is going to be elaborated on and a lot of details on it. Starting with the first one where it's going to go over here, the first message and all the information about it, and then once I finish that I will do the second message with all this information. I hope you'll enjoy this reading, my dear Libra. Welcome to the channel. Thank you all for being here. My best wishes goes to each and every one of you. Starting with the first message, let's have a look at the truth for every Libra that needs to know this right now. The first message, and it says something's getting activated behind the scenes and you're not aware of it. All the guardian angels, the universe, whatever you believe in, is working hard to bring this development to you very, very soon. Something's going to get activated. Something is going to take place and it's going to be magical. It's going to overcome a major obstacle and it's going to give you a lot of freedom and a lot of entertainment, a lot of happiness coming with it. Let's see further into this. Let's take two more messages in regard to this message for all Libra, the truth. What is getting activated? Just a clue about what it is. The truth for every Libra. Should I cut it? Okay. It says here that there is a situation that's not seen. It's behind the scenes, exactly like what it says here. It is something that's hidden. The mask is about something hidden, something unknown that's taking place. Gets concealed from you, that's for sure. Now, some of you might be also dealing with someone that's egotistical, someone that's got ego. They could be projecting something which isn't real. There could be a hidden motive. You've got to be very careful. A lot of changes are going to take place in your life where you will finally understand that this person is putting on a show. They're not really real. Changes are coming in reference to this person and your life with this person. It could be a family matter. The tree is to do with family. Changes are happening within family. It is also connected to growth, personal growth, understanding, past life connections. Sometimes you're connected to something that you can't get out of until the divine timing. Something is evolving, that's for sure. There's evolvement and connection to souls. Your connection to souls, to the heavens and the universe is going to be incredible. You are going to be set free. A lot of changes are taking place to get you free from something. And I think this is going to be developing to get you that freedom that you truly deserve. I'm going to take on a few messages from the tea leaves for this particular section for all Libra. This section here. You are on target. Everything is doing well. It's going well for you. Wow, the fluid is really nice. There could be a new person coming into your life. A new adventure happening in your life. There's so much. I'll talk about them slowly. So we got the target. This is right. You are on target, exactly where you are supposed to be. If you're questioning that, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. This can also mean that you are a goal-oriented person, and you could also meet someone that's goal-oriented. You might be dealing with someone that's goal-oriented. Pineapple is about abundance. Your life is changing and a lot of abundance is coming into your life. It is also about reconciliation, according to the tea leaf. Reconciliation, but for me this is always abundance, the pineapple. Now the fluid is about, okay, this is me first. I tell you my opinion and then I tell you the tea leaf. The fluid is about someone new entering your life, bringing happiness into your life. According to the tea leaf, it says disappointment in a friend or a lover. Okay, I'll put this one over here. Right, and then we got a broken wish. A broken wish, nobody can change it, is exactly that. Something that is going to be disappointing you, a wish that will not be granted. Okay. Sometimes, believe it or not, when a wish is not granted, it is positive. It's hard to establish that. It's a long story about that, but it is also very important. Okay, taking on two messages from this deck for this area where something is activating for all Libra. Okay, we got one and we need just one more. The seal is wonderful because, okay, so we got three. It's all right, we'll take it. The seal is about a gift of money. So a gift of money, a contract, something coming to you, a big amount of money. So it can also require a lot of documents, gift of money, documents, business. It could be a business contract. It could be a gift of money where you have to sign for it or something. There's paperwork. Some of you are looking at careers in writing, clerical work, freelancing. And the most important thing about the seal is security and having stability and permanency in a job that you're doing. Where there is fluctuating income, where there may be happening, and this might be happening because of your indecision, but ultimately a new strategy is going to be implemented, and then you are going to finally have stability. Some of you might be making choices and working seasonal work, changing your work, and making different choices. So that's very interesting. But abundance is coming, and the pineapple is a testimony to that abundance and a gift of money that you have to sign documents for. So that's very interesting. Now, the other one is, my dear Libra, financial growth coming to fruition, abundance. Just like I said, abundance is imminent with the pineapple. You're destined for abundance, and this abundance could be a gift of money that could be coming to you. So remember that. Abundance, gift of money, and that's that. And that might give you permanency. Finally, you're able to have something of your own. Some of you could be starting your own business, family business, outdoor business. There's a lot of stability with the golden tree, a lot of happiness, a lot of fruition, a lot of abundance and stability. So that is magnificent. Now, I'm going to take on 2 messages from another deck to see what else for Libra. What else is activating? Oh, no, that's too many. What's activating that we need to know? We all Librans need to know. So let's have a look. It says there may be unrequited love. You might be dealing with someone where there isn't enough love, there isn't enough chemistry to hold the situation together. So this is one situation that's coming to an end. It could be with someone that's putting on a facade and they're not being honest. It says let go of controlling issues. Just let go and allow things to unfold naturally, because naturally you'll get to see the truth. And if there is a wish not going through, not working with someone, maybe because they're not quite honest with their feelings, they're not honest with their dealings with you. Let's have a look at 2 more messages for every Libra in reference to this area here. We're going to take 2 messages. Okay, we got the first one. It says, be patient and a little bit of perseverance will bring everything together. Compassion is very much needed when you're dealing with someone that needs your compassion. There's going to be success and there's going to be a completion of a chapter, but you need to have compassion to work your way through difficulties. Perseverance is connected to Sagittarius. Those of you who have Sagittarius or dealing with someone that has Sag in them, perseverance and stability, it's on its way to you. I would say 4 weeks to 4 months from the time you see this reading, this is all happening for you, and there's going to be a lot of success and a lot of freedom from obstacles and connections and problems, obstacles and challenges, I meant to say. Okay, 1 more message for every Libra in this section to see what is, it's coming out. This is it. This is the one. It says your sacrifices. There was another one that was coming. I feel like your sacrifices are going to be over and you are going to be rewarded for all your sacrifices. That's what this is all about. Rewards for all your sacrifices, all that you have given for the sake of someone else. You've done so much and you're still doing. You are going to be rewarded big time and on a grand scale. Reward is coming. Reward like you haven't been rewarded ever. So that is wonderful to know. And that's the end of this reading. This part here. Sorry, not this reading. This section here. So now comes the next one. The next section. Which is, we're going to take 1 message for all Libra. This is the second important factor that you need to know. Okay, it says improving your health is going to be vital. That's why they brought it up. Improving your health. Let's see what else about that you need to know. What is it about your health that you need to improve? What section? Maybe they can give us a clue. The truth for every Libra. Improving the health. Okay, there's 1. And there is too many. So we need just 1 more. And there's the other one. Right. Okay, very interesting. I think love will do it. The hummingbird is about love. Let me just put my glasses on. You might be very stressed, depressed because you're not happy. Enjoyment, be present, rapid response, resilience, nectar, sweet goodness, lift out of negativity. Lightheartedness lightness of being. It's about happiness. You need happiness in your life. I feel like you're working too hard, my dear Libra, doing too much, sacrificing a lot out of yourself, and now it's time for you to heal. Okay, so the card is about healing also, because we've got 24, which is healing. It says here, be present. So pay attention, focus on now, so that you can be resilient. And sweet goodness, that means also be careful, eat well, and not too much sugar. New beginnings are destined for you. New beginnings, September marks a very special time. The new moon of September. It says a new beginning, fresh set of goals, intentions coming alive. There's growth. There's a surprise. And we had the surprise here somewhere. Here. We had a surprise. There's a surprise coming. A new cycle. A new someone. And excitement and fertility. That is magnificent. Something is going to be spectacular for you. My dear Libra, absolutely. Let's have a look at some tea leaves for this section to see what else about the health, anything else that will improve, that needs paying attention to. A little bit of clues for my dear Libra. Let's see. Not this. This is just way too much. I need 4 messages. Okay, so that's 4 exactly. Thank you. Okay, there is a broken bridge, which means there is a situation where it's out of your hands and there is no resolution. It is something that you've done your best, you've sacrificed and give it your best shot, but there isn't much you can do. It's unsuccessful outcome to a problem. You've got it over here too with the broken wish. Something is out of your hands. There is going to be getting together with someone wonderful. There is going to be a deep friendship with someone, maybe of the same sex or maybe not, but there is someone that you are going to be connecting on with on a high level. Danger. Because of money matters. Be careful of overspending or having issues with money. Be extra careful, but there is money coming, which is wonderful here. And then there is a bridge, which is, we got the broken bridge and then we got a good bridge. So there is something that is, just like here, we have someone that isn't truth, someone that's fake, that puts on a facade, that's not real. They're goal-oriented and they're not real into you. And then that's the one that's being removed. And it's a broken wish. If you ever wished that things were going well, it seems like something else is being activated for you. And it's going to come and heal your situation that is not healed. And the bridge does that. The bridge is about resolutions. It's about new life, a new connection, success in every way, and successfully overcoming a problem also. So that is great news. Let's take on 2 more messages from this deck. Okay, so we've got the spiral coming out, the truth for every Libra. And then we've got the book. Okay, so the spiral is wonderful because things are going to be going out of control. In fact, you're climbing the ladder upward trend with the spiral. So that is really great news. Upward trend, as you can see, climbing up. Some of you could be revisiting an old job or a job, something you did in the past. There's a lot of promotions and a lot of connections taking place for you. So you are going to be climbing the ladder, which is really wonderful. And then this is magnificent. This is about ambition and taking action. This is about manifesting money and doing a side hustle, starting something new perhaps. There's visibility. There's seeing things clearly. Your awareness is going to be heightened. There's going to be management positions or careers or proposals. There's something to do with your rank, high ranking. Again, high rank, like they said, up the ladder. What was it they said? Upward trend. This is again high ranking. Everything is going to be visible. There's going to be so much happening here for you. A lot of seeing the truth properly for what it is. The book is about paperwork and contracts. You could be starting something new and learning as you go. A new job. They said you are going to visit a new job. Visiting an old job or visiting something you used to do in the past. But you'll be learning as you go. Some of you are writing, taking class, education, law. Could be or something that might even need a lawyer, a new job, a new business perhaps. Okay, so that's that one. And then we are going to take on 2 messages from another deck. The truth for every Libra. Okay, so we got 1. Codependency. That's the story of Libra, actually. Always there's someone codependent on a Libra. Libra is never codependent on anyone. It's always other people that are codependent on Libra. Trust me, I'm a Libra. And all my family are Libras, so I know all about it. And a lot of my clients are Libras, and some of my best friends are Libras. So codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. There could be someone that's codependent on you. It could be this person with a mask on. It's just something that you will finally clear. But it says here, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps to guide you, that you're guided to take. So there could be love coming in your life, and you're so overwhelmed with all that you've been doing, sacrificing, and people that are codependent on you, unrequited love, and people that are putting on a facade, and you're doing your work, you're just overwhelmed and you're not emotionally ready to do anything. But they're saying make the effort, because what they're sending you, the heavens and the universe, are sending you great love. And it's going to be worth for you to take the steps that you are guided to, because you will be guided to take the right steps. So do so, because this is going to be the real deal. Now, moving on to the next level, 2 messages from this deck for health matters and the improvement of Libra's well-being. We want 2 messages for this section. And I was given 3. Yeah, 3 I can take. Okay. Let's have a look at the truth. It says pride. Don't let pride stand in your way. Very important. You need compassion. This happens when you're dealing with someone very difficult, or someone that's wearing a mask. Sometimes pride stands in the way, so don't let it, so that you can put an end to a situation that's overwhelming. And you will see that all the signs are going to help you synchronize everything to take you to the next level. So pride can also be a problem when you are dealing with someone that's codependent on you. Don't let pride stand in your way. Use compassion to override pride. That's what I do. I use compassion to override pride, because, you know, we are people. Libra is very dignified, and we don't like to be, taken advantage of. And we see things clearly, but sometimes we continue doing, and people think, oh, you know, Libra is dumb. It's not dumb. It's just that we are sacrificial, and we have a lot of compassion. So pride comes along and says, hey, this person's taking advantage of you. But then we say, okay, we'll wait for the right time for them to go, and we'll let them go slowly without hurting them. Just let them go, especially if they're codependent for any reason, whether it's health or other factors. Okay, so synchronization is going to be, all the signs are going to be letting you know that you are going to heal. That's what this is all about: healing, transcending, and being free. All the signs around you are telling you that things are going to change. And I've got here 6 to 15 weeks from the time you see this reading. And then physical activity, you're physically going to be very active, which means the health issues that you were having, maybe you do need to do some physical activity. Very important. That's going to help you big time. It's going to heal you. It's going to give you freedom, and it's going to give you utmost success. So physical activity is coming into your life, which is wonderful. Finally, I'll take one more message to understand this, all of it, something just as an extra to understand what's going on. They gave me 2. Yes, end of a chapter. Wow, I love that. End of a chapter. Look, this is the app. It really does seal this section here. This is the world, which shows that you are going to be elevated. A large sum of money is coming your way. A major, just like what they've said here, the gift of money, right? And that they said here, abundance, so you can understand what's happening here. Abundance, it's coming, and a gift of money. It also shows the end of a chapter. A large sum of money is coming after this end of a chapter. You are going to be rewarded, and you are skyrocketing. The world card shows that you are elevating to high levels. Your status is elevating, and that's going to be spectacular after a chapter ends. And then you got the 4 of Wands, which shows foundations, achievements, blessings, and miracles are going to be pouring into your life. You are going to be so successful, so overwhelmed, and hands in the air. So joyful. The original 4 of Wands is hands in the air in gratitude for all the blessings that are going to be pouring into your life. And you're getting your house, getting your home, either upgraded, a new home, renovated, moving to a new house, buying your new house. That is also here. So everything is healing in your life. The recovery is going to be spectacular. And that is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed, my dear Libra. Always give me a thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't, so that you can always be aware of how many videos I put out there. From money, from coffee cup, from general to every sign, not to mention the weekend and the weekdays. I wish you abundance of blessings and a lot of love and light. Namaste.